get to where I'm going, and then I realized what I forgot, because that'll happen for sure. But this spot I've been wanting to hit for a while now, like most of the summer, and I almost went. I think it was last week. I said there was a spot I wanted to get to, and something happened, and I didn't get to go. I think last week, whatever day, I don't know. Yeah, this was it, and this week I'm making it happen finally. So it's a very like scenic area, pretty good views, solid things to look at. So I have high hopes for it. I've been here before, but it's been a long time since I've been here and actually like explored or looked around or anything. I've never camped here. So as far as the camping spot goes, I don't know, just got to look, find something. But yeah, I haven't been here in a long time, so I don't know exactly where to go, what to look at, what to see. I know you can hike here to the top of this like rock formation thing. You'll see here in a few. I don't have time to do that kind of hike today. It's a good one. But yeah, should be cool to look at, if nothing else. Got something different planned for dinner. As you can tell by the headline of the video. Because I've never tried these before. Well, I've tried them. I've never tried to make them. But it was actually just like last week or 2 weeks ago that I tried them for the first time. So I'm sure for my first time I'm going to do them no justice. They're not going to be authentic, but should be tasty. The restaurant I tried it at is like an authentic place. Like, they have a lot of stuff that most places don't. And it wasn't overly complicated. Like, it didn't even really taste much like Mexican seasonings. If that makes sense? It just kind of reminded me of a really good steak sandwich. So, either way, can't go wrong. It's steak and cheese and stuff on bread, and it's going to be good. But yeah, we're going to get here and do a little sightseeing. Hopefully do a little fishing. I don't know. I just keep saying that, and I never find a spot to fish, so I almost didn't even want to bring it up. I'm just going to be disappointed again. Because the last time I was here, the stream going through was pretty tiny. So maybe. Probably not, maybe. Don't know. But at the very least, we're going to sightsee and have a good dinner and do some camping. So if any of that sounds appealing, definitely stick around. And we'll see what we can get into. Alright, so we've finally made it. I blocked myself inside the car, but we definitely made it. I don't know if this is going to do it any justice, but that is a huge rock formation and mountain. Like I said, you can definitely hike up there. I don't know what that entails. I would imagine that you should probably be certified for something, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a hiker. But maybe they just let anybody go up there. I don't know. So if you look here, we got the trails. All marked, in case you are a rock climber. I got them all named. So he's gonna come inside the store here and check it out. And the store, by the way, it's called Yoakum's, and it is pretty much right across from the area. So if you want to come here and check it out. So there's 2 campgrounds nearby apparently. One is for RVs and one's for tent camping. But there's some other spots we can primitive camp. So I'm gonna go check out the campground in case it's decent, but I just heard a guy in there say they're pretty busy, so I'd say we're just gonna wander through the woods and find a spot. So I want to say for like an RV campground, it's not like awful. I don't hear a ton of noise. Nope, okay. I thought that was a dead person. I think it's just someone doing yoga. Never mind. So the tent, I think the tent campground is like here too. I heard the guy in there saying, so I just kind of found a fire ring and I can camp there, right? And she said, yes. guess, yeah, okay, I see now. So there's one over there. If you can see that. One right here. You can't see it in the camera, there's one way over there. And I don't know what this is. This would appear to be teepees. I didn't see anything about like renting a teepee, but maybe you can. And that would be kind of cool, really. I don't know what he meant by busy unless he just means the campers. Because these tent spots are not taken like at all, I don't think. There's one right there into that tree. Cabin, I'm guessing. I don't know, I'm gonna wander around a little bit more, but from the way the lady back there talked, there's a spot just not very far from here that's like a trail that you can just kind of drive back in, so that's kind of more my style. So I'm gonna check that out before I really decide on something. Okay, so no campsite yet, but I did find like a picnic area you can sit at, and there's another pretty good view of the rocks. So kind of just wanted to jump out real quick and see if I can get any better shots of this. Like, I need to figure out like the elevation up there. Should have done that before, but I'll do it in editing and I'll put it right here if I can find it. But yeah, that's up there. That is way up there. Really could not imagine being up there looking down, but I have seen pictures of it. So that's another thing I'm gonna do is Google you know, shots from up there. I'll try to paste them in right here. Yeah, pretty solid shot. I know there's a creek that runs around. I'm hoping I can just camp around that creek and just kind of wake up to that in the morning. But got a little more searching to do. So I'll hop back in the vehicle, see what I can't find. Well, I found another campground, but this definitely is solid RVs. And I see a sign for this. I don't really ride horses, but I mean, that would be kind of cool. Ride a horse to the top. Well, I don't think this is right. I gotta get turned around here somewhere. No good this way. There's actually a sign back there that just said no camping on either side, or not no camping, it said no trespassing on either side of the road. There's a lot of walking trails up this way, so I guess this road is just to come up and hike. So I'm gonna kind of scout it out, make sure I didn't miss anything going back, but might be campground. Well, I'm gonna look a little longer. I'm gonna try to avoid it, but I mean, it really wasn't that bad of a campground. I don't know. I'm gonna search a little more. All right, got a spot, I think. Nice big fire pit right on the dry creek, and a little water. 2 picnic tables for some reason. It's a pretty like flattish spot. For a campground, I'm gonna say it's not awful. I mean, there's campers way over there, and there's somebody way over there, but I mean, it's not terrible. I think we can make do with this. So I need to get out my leveling ramps because it's just a bit of a slope. So let's see if we can get that leveled up. All right, I don't know how much of that you're gonna be able to see. I think I'm all the way in the shot. So I'm not sure where this came from. Kongaji, I don't know what that says. Looks like a camp gear thing. This was sent in by Josh. He's the one that sent in the hot sauces like 3 weeks ago. He's definitely been a big supporter of the channel since like day one, so definitely a big shout out to Josh. Thanks for this. Looks like there's actually a lot of stuff in here. There's some little grippy dot gloves, like a microfiber, I think, kind of rag. Appears to be some kind of a fancy like potato peeler. I'm sure that part like cores things like apples and whatnot. I don't know, it's got like 2 different things in there. I don't know. Got a stabber. Oh, nice. Like a multi-tool, like wine cork, bottle opener, or 2 bottle openers, I think. A little knife. Pretty handy. Some scissors. A car going by. That's pretty sweet. Looks like we also got a pretty decent sized knife. Doesn't seem too shabby. That will definitely be handy because I either have my pocket knife or that huge overkill knife. Not sure what these are. Like a pack of little skewers kind of things. They're all like color coded. I guess so everybody can have their own. Oh, nice. Even got like a reasonable cutting board, so that huge one I use. Definitely not going to remember how any of this goes back in here. Individual salt and pepper shakers. Definitely have to fill those up because that's something I forget all the time. Ladle, I think it's called. That would actually be pretty handy. It's really not, like, that feels pretty sturdy. I want to say this stuff came from Amazon, but I'm not entirely sure. Huh. Nice little set of tongs with a lock on them. Okay, yeah, this stuff's definitely not going back in here in any kind of organized form, that's for sure. He also sent in a new hot sauce that I'm pretty excited about. Bravado Spice Company. I'm pretty sure I've had Bravado on the channel before. But, of course, I don't remember which one it was. But it definitely wasn't this one. So this one's called Black Garlic Carolina Reaper Hot Sauce. And at the bottom it says Super Hot, which is a pretty dark red color. Seems like most of the hot sauces I've tried, the really dark ones are pretty warm. Has red Toronto, maple syrup, Carolina Reaper, black garlic. Gluten-free and vegan. No calories. So yeah, definitely give that a shot here in a few. So Josh, thanks for this and the kit. Definitely be very handy. Alright, so we do have a new beer to try. I mean, it's not that new. It's been out for a while. I'm sure a lot of you have tried it. But I actually never have. Yingling Flight. 2.6 grams of carbs, 95 calories, and 4.2% alcohol. I like regular Yingling. It's from Pottsville, PA. Yeah, Pottsville, PA. And this is like their version of like a light beer, I think. I'm not sure why that bird just insists on screaming. Yeah, I've had friends that try this and say they like it. that is not half bad. I've heard it compared to like a light beer, more like a Coors Light, Bud Light kind of thing. Yeah, that's not bad. It's definitely not as heavy as a regular Yingling. Oh yeah, right there. Next generation of light beer. So yeah. I don't know what kind of calories or carbs a regular Yingling has, but it's a little heavy, so probably a lot more than that. But yeah, for like a light beer, that's not bad. I'll definitely get that again. That's up there with any other light beer I've ever had. It's not like a 10, but I mean, it's like a solid 7.1. Alright, so I'm going to say that should be plenty hot enough. Put that guy on there. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is actually like an authentic ingredient, but it sounded good, so I'm going to add chipotles anyways. I'll toast the buns a touch. I think I'm going to do a little refried beans. So I'm just going to heat them up right in the same skillet as the meat. You might need a touch more of that. Oh, pepper stuff stems in them. Didn't realize that for some reason. That's going to be nice to bite into in a minute. Alright, so I'm going to go, let's top and bottom. I'm going to go bottom layer, beans I think. Go some meat and peppers. Okay, so that's way too much of everything. So we got, I don't know if you can see it, probably not. Sliced hot jalapeno and habanero jack. Never had that. Thought maybe it'd be good on here. Gotta make it good and cheesy. Maybe that'll be cheesy enough. Go a little pepper. And then the last time I had one of these was at a pretty authentic Mexican place, and it had mayo on it. I don't know if that's a real thing, but it was pretty good. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a layer of that on the other side here. And that's way too much in one spot. enough. So I'm really trying to get the lighting like halfway decent, but you gotta admit, that's not a terrible looking sandwich. Alright, so surely I've completely wrecked the lighting. That is way too much to eat. Look at that. Half of that is like 3 pounds. Literally like the size of my head. So the one I had at the restaurant definitely did not have refried beans on it, but that's not a bad addition. The spicy Danos and the Chipotles added like a perfect little amount of heat, I feel like, for most people anyways. That's really good. Alright, so we definitely got to try, you can see that, the hot sauce that I showed you earlier from Josh. Black garlic Carolina Reaper. Like, in all honesty, that has enough kick for like probably anyone that has like a pretty mild heat tolerance. Like, I got a little tingle just from the Danos and the Chipotles, but gotta try that. Smells like it has a kick. I don't know what that commotion is. Fireworks, maybe. I think that may just be the perfect addition to this sandwich, honestly. That's too much. Great. Yeah, that hot sauce definitely adds way more than enough kick to it. Like, if you have a pretty good heat tolerance, you'll be fine. But I would say for like most people's liking, that's going to be a little much. But that flavor, solid. I'm working on it. I'm getting there. It's a lot of sandwich. Alright, maybe just a little more. That may be about the perfect hot sauce for that sandwich. Let's finally get close to the end. One more shot for good luck. I'm not sure why all my camping videos turn into eating challenges. Still have the whole other half to do something with. Well, now that I'm completely miserable and I feel like I'm on the verge of death, I guess the only thing to do is to sit by that nice fire, because it is super clear out. You can't see none of that because we're under trees and it's really dark, but you just have to take my word for it. Super nice. Yep, it'll be a very nice night of sleep, I feel like. Alright, that's everything. That's clean. I think the only thing to do now is to get off those ramps and get out of here. How could that view ever get old? One of these days I really may try to hike up there. I mean, I'm in terrible shape. I have no business hiking across the living room, but I'm sure it'd be pretty fun, especially once you get up there and see that view coming down. Alright, let's see what this coffee's all about. So, never heard or seen this coffee before, ever. But I saw it yesterday in Walmart when I was grocery shopping. Slate Mocha Latte, Ultra Filtered Milk Plus Coffee, Lactose Free Energy. I'm not lactose intolerant that I know of, but just thought I'd give it a shot. 20 grams of protein, 120 calories, no added sugar. Oh, might be alright. I wouldn't imagine it's going to be overly sweet. Definitely not overly sweet. Yeah, I don't know about that one. It says shake gently, crack slowly. Shook it around a little bit. Maybe it's just not mixed very well. Yeah, that's better, but still kind of odd. Better put on my safety restraint, huh? So, I don't like that. Had a lot worse. It's better than that Starbucks I had a couple weeks back. But it's odd. It almost tastes more like a protein shake or a protein kind of drink than coffee. I don't know. Has kind of an odd, like, texture and aftertaste. Yeah, I don't think I'll get that again. I don't know. I'd give it like a 5.6. It's tolerable. It's not awful, but it's not great. Doesn't remind me a whole lot of a coffee, but anyway. So yeah, what'd you think of those sandwiches, huh? Well, technically it was sandwiches after it was cut in half, but it started off as one. But yeah, I got a big old chunk to take home. I didn't want to get that big of a piece of bread, but they didn't really have a good choice for bread. It was like that, or like a 6-pack of like little loaves, and like I don't eat that much bread, so I didn't really want to have a bunch of bread going bad at home, so I thought, I'll just do that. That'll be alright. Wrong again. 1/2 of that sandwich was for sure pounds, like plural. On a pound, it was way more than a pound. But pretty tasty, pretty easy. I mean, that was just like those little like sirloin steak like meat pucks you can buy at like Walmart to make like Phillies or whatever with. So nothing overly complicated. Some guacamole would have probably been good on there. Didn't think of that till just right now. But yeah, if you're looking for a different sandwich, you never tried a torta, I'd give that a shot. And then that hot sauce, what was that? I already forgot, and it's in the cooler packed away. I want to say Bravado Spice Company, right? Black garlic Carolina Reaper. Could be wrong, but that is one of the better hot sauces that I've had. Like, that one's right up my alley because I like the flavor, I like garlic, I like the spice. Like, that's in the top few that I've tried for sure. Like I said, it's got a kick. It does. It's got a little kick to it. If you're going to try that, go a little easy on the dashes at first. See how you like it. But for me, that's it's up there. I'm going to give that like a, I don't know how much better it could get than that for my personal kit. That's going to be handy. Recommend that if you happen to be scrolling through the internet, see that or something similar. It's got pretty much anything you need all in one little thing. So, but yeah, that was Seneca Rocks. That is in this county in West Virginia. If you were interested in checking it out, if you're a mountain climber or hiker or something like that. But where it's located, there's a lot of other camping and sites and stuff within an hour drive. I mean, you could easily come here and make like a big long weekend out of it and see a few different things. I think I saw their website on a sign. It's just senecarocks.com. So if you want to check that out, definitely a pretty cool place. And it's definitely out there. So you're not going to be right in the city or right in, you know, traffic in town and all that. I know there was some road noise. The campground was right beside the road for some reason, right across the creek. So I'm going to try to edit out all that nonsense the best I can. So I apologize ahead of time for that. But it is a spot I've been wanting to hit for a while, so I'm glad it got there before winter time, which this area is really nice in the fall. So I'm definitely going to be hitting some leaf trips. I don't know what you call them. I'm not exactly a leafer, but I do like to look at them. So hopefully I'll get you guys some good fall shots and a couple good videos out of that. Like always, no clue for next week. Haven't thought that far ahead or made a plan, but I do have an idea. So it should be a pretty good spot too, if you want to come back for that. Definitely appreciate you guys tagging along this time. But I think for now, that's about everything. So, yeah. Thanks for watching.